today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And the 49ers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And Gould is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 13 carries, 60 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there on a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception of the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Coleman. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo to Ayuk, first down 49ers. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On first down, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Texans nothing. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Drake. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the 50, it's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right there, 54, right there.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now...
And now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. Look at the big man rumble, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Richie James on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Charlie Warner, the tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, Johnson. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A full time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. 4. Watson now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Drake. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And he's going to use his legs here.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 34. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's James. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at... And he can't hang on to...
Make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. 2 minutes remain for football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He starts by handing this off to Drake.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Watson now to throw on third down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Avery Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third and short. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that one will be accepted. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking middle, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On second down, Mostert.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Howard. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Coleman. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll find Everett there, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On second down, here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. On first and 10, Watson. It's caught. Stills, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's second and a yard. Operating from the gun, Watson completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a draw play with Drake. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up second and 7.
Right back to Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On second down, it's Coleman. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Drake. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And Stills over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Watson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Niners on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And running with power here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
From the gun, here's Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Watson looks to throw again. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. To the air yet again, Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Here we go. 20.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
56.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.